guys, so first of all, let's address the hair. I am going to actually, right after this, be filming a tutorial on how I use the Conair spin brush. I've been saying that for a little while now, so I'm going to go ahead and do that today because I'm stuck at home anyway for most of the day, and instead of doing homework or being productive, I thought I'd film YouTube videos. So, this is going to be the second video of my Naked November, which is my looks using the Naked One eye palette, and I don't think I really have anything special to say about this, so I'm just going to jump right in. Here we go! So starting off with your favorite eye primer, I'm just using the Urban Decay Primer Potion. Just spread that all over the lid to help your shadows stay a little bit longer. And just make sure you get all the way down to the lash line. And so I'm just going to start with my lightest color, and I don't know why I've been doing this lately, but I've been doing this a lot where I start at my brow bone. But I'm just applying Virgin and Naked a little bit mixed together all the way from my crease up to my brow bone. And then just flipping the brush over and using the opposite side of the brush. This is the color Buck, and it's kind of like the medium tone that I'll use in this tutorial, and I'm just applying that all the way from lash line up to the crease and just making sure I get it on the outer corner so I can build a little bit of color out there and making sure it's just blended in nicely. And then taking a big fluffy brush, just any creased brush is fine. I'm mixing the two colors Darkhorse and Smog, just tapping it in a little bit of one and then a little bit of another, and I'm going to slowly build this up to get the color that I like, just using little small circular motions and the windshield wiper motions, just going back and forth, really blending it into my crease. And then once I get the crease as deep as I want it, now I don't want to go too dark and too crazy because I do want this to be a little bit versatile, so I'm just going to make sure it's nice and blended out. And once I get the crease where I like it, I'm going to put a little bit more on my brush, and then now I'm going to put it on like kind of the outer half. I want it to be a little bit, I want it to smoke a little bit, go from lighter to darker, so kind of putting and concentrating most of the color on the outer part and then just kind of sweeping it in a little bit and making sure that's blended nicely. And then I'm going to use a smaller tapered brush, and I'm mixing the two colors in Creep and Hustle here. So this is the darkest part, so I just want to use a little bit of this, and I'm just barely getting any on the edge of the brush and making sure every time I apply some that I check my whole look in the mirror so I don't get too much out there. And I'm just using this right on top of the Darkhorse and Smog, just putting that mostly on the outer corner and then dragging any little bit that's left through the crease. And then now I'm going to use a small brush and mix again the Darkhorse and the Creep and kind of take that from the outer corner to half to maybe 2/3 of the way underneath my eye. And then you can use really any liner that you like. I'm using just the felt tip liner by Revlon. And I was having a little bit of difficulty because I noticed I'm trying to use the side viewer of my camera, and I was having a hard time, and I was noticing some shadows. So here in a moment you'll see where I just kind of get fed up with trying to do this and grab a mirror. And right here. So this is me grabbing a mirror, trying to make sure I stay in frame while I do this for you guys. I'm just going to get it nice and thin towards the inner corner, and then just making sure you stay really close to the lash lines. I mean, if you want to build up a thicker line, absolutely you can. When it comes to eyeliner though, I personally prefer a pretty thin line just right next to my lashes. And now normally I do use this brush horizontally, so I don't have quite this hard of a time doing this, but just on camera I was having the worst time trying to do this. And I'm just making sure right now that any spots that looked not quite filled in or slightly patchy, I'm just filling those in and going to my outer corner. And I put a little wing there just to give it something playful. And then now going to grab my liner for my bottom, and I'm not going too dark on this, just because, like I said, I want to be able to make it a little versatile where it's day or night. So I'm just applying it sparingly to my waterline and right kind of on top of my bottom lashes. Now, if you can tell, this isn't black or brown or anything like this. This is actually purple, and I did purple because I wanted something that was going to be fun, because the eye is really neutral, so I wanted to do something that was going to be a little bit of a pop of color. You could really do any color here that you wanted. You could do blue, you could do green. If you wanted to stay a little more traditional, you could do black or brown. And now I'm just going to curl my lashes for 10 seconds, and then grab my mascara, starting with my lengthening mascara first. I'm just making sure I try to get as close to the root of my lashes as possible, because for some reason my lashes just do not hold a curl at all. So I use a curling iron. It's usually just completely pointless for me, but I'm doing it here just as a step to show y'all, and making sure I get all the lashes all the way out to my corner, because that's the only way that I really look like I have lashes, because otherwise they're so pale. You can kind of see where they're compared to the other eye there. You can almost not even see my other eyelashes. And now I'm going on with the second coat, and this is with a volumizing mascara. And again, I'm just making sure I kind of get it all the way down to the root, and making sure I get all the way to my outer corner. I want to make sure that I get mascara on all of my lashes so that I don't look like I'm lacking any. And I find right, kind of see here where this gives me a little bit of curl, where if you kind of forcefully blink and pull up on the mascara wand at the same time, it gives me a little bit of lift and curl, as you can kind of see right there. And then now I'm just going to put a little bit of mascara on the outer part of my bottom lashes. I don't like going all the way in. This is my brow gel. You can really use any like clear mascara. I think Maybelline has one. A couple different brands have one. This is just one that I have around. My lashes, even though they're not very thick, they are quite long, and so they kind of go a little crazy if I let them. So I'm just using some brow gel for that. Okay, so my eyes are done, and as you can see, again, I've already done my lips. This is actually going to be the second lip look that I do in my red lip series. But I really like this one because it's a little bit darker than the last one, so it's not quite in your face, but it's still really red and really pretty. So I'm just using the NARS Orgasm for this, and just a little bit of pink right on the apples of my cheeks. Okay, and then I love highlighter. It's definitely just one of my favorite things to do. So I'm just going to be using my MARC Touch and Glow, the Shimmer Cream Cubes, and just using, I usually, again, just use kind of one of these top 3 colors, whatever I happen to be feeling that day. So I'm going to use this one that's on the top right, and just kind of using just my ring finger, a little bit of that right on top of my cheekbones. And this is absolutely my favorite highlighter to use on my cheekbones, just because it spreads nicely just with the tip of your finger. And I notice for me, it just gives the nicest, just like sheer, I don't know, when I see myself like in mirrors or something, like I can kind of see where it hits it, but it's not over the top or, you know, super bright or anything like that. But so that is my face look. Again, I'm going to be filming how I use my Conair spin brush here in a minute. Oh! Hello. Come on, guys. Get on to me about this. So I totally forgot in the beginning to show you the colors and the tools and everything that I use. So on my eyes, again, I just used the Naked One palette, and up on my brow bone, I just mixed a little bit of Naked with Virgin. And then all over my lid, I used Buck. And then in my crease, I do a mix of Smog and Darkhorse. and then just kind of on the outermost corner I do a little bit of Creep and Hustle. Mostly Creep, but a little bit of Hustle worked in there. So that, I think this is really pretty eyes. I do think it's appropriate for a day look, but I also think it's something that can transition. So if you're going from work to, you know, an event right afterwards, I think it transitions really nicely. I wouldn't necessarily wear this red lip in the daytime. I think it's more of a nighttime lip look to go with the eye. You know, I'd do something a little bit more nude, and I think it would be great, you know, at the office or whatever. But really quick, the other things that I used on my eyes. My liner is the Revlon Colorstay Liquid Eye Pen. I used Blackened Brown. And then I used the, this is purple. I don't know if you could really tell that when I was filming it, but on my waterline / lower lash line, this is the Maybelline New York Master Drama by Eye Studio. This is in the color Vibrant Violet, and I think it's pretty because it's a little bit unexpected. You can't tell that it's purple unless you're a little bit closer. For my lashes, I use the Physicians Formula I said in my October favorites. This is my favorite pairing of mascara right now. The first coat I do is the To Any Length. The second coat that I do is with the Plentifull. And then I use just a little bit of this on the outside corner of my lower lashes. And then my brushes that you see me use for my eyes, I use this. It came with my Sigma Mrs. Bunny collection. This is the E55 shader, and all I do is, you can tell on this side is the Buck, which is what I used on my lid. This side is the Naked and Virgin, so that way they don't get mixed, but I get to use it out of the same brush. And then this is my MAC 224 that I use for my crease. I use a Sigma E35, which is the dupe for, I want to say the 217 by MAC? 217, 222, one of those. Basically it's the same as both of them, just one of them is a discontinued item and I can't remember which one it is. But this is the one that I use for the, it's a little bit more tapered than my MAC, so that's why I use that one. And then to line my lashes, I love this. I don't really know what it's for. I think it's for what I use it for. I don't know. I just like it for that. It's my MAC 231. This is what I use to line underneath my eyes. I think that's everything. Did I miss anything? If I missed something, let me know. I'm going to list all this stuff down in the bottom bar anyway, but I just wanted to show y'all. Yeah, I think that's it. So I hope you guys like it. Let me know down below what you think, and if you have any suggestions or want to film a tutorial on your favorite look using the Naked palette, go ahead and film that and leave that as a video response. I would love to watch that and get more ideas. So I will see you guys in like 2 minutes on my next video. Bye!